welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. I'm inspired by my lemon apron, and we're gonna make Greek lemon potatoes today. First things first, we are going to peel our potatoes. These are 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜 Gold potatoes, and I picked out of the bag some of the smaller ones because we're gonna slice them up and cook them in like little wedges, and so the smaller size 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜 Golds are like the better size. So this is just my peeling method. I like to peel over a bowl of water, but I don't need my potatoes to be wet. So I'm gonna leave them out here to the side to dry as I peel them. Another great thing about this recipe is it's super flexible. I'm doing 8 or 9 potatoes. I'm gonna put it into my 13x9 shallow baker here, but you could easily use a smaller dish, use less potatoes, and adjust the recipe. If you're making this for one, maybe make 3 of these small potatoes. If you're making it for a family of 10, do a whole bag of potatoes, right? Very flexible because you're just gonna add liquid until it covers. So I'm cutting the wedges into like long pieces like this. Here, once I get some room on my cutting board, I'll show you. I also have a recipe where I don't have to get out the big cutting board. I can just use the little cutting board, but it's a little crowded for you to see right now. So let me slice these up and I'll show you on the last one. Each potato I'm doing into like 8 wedges. So I'm just doing the potato in half, and then I'm laying, you see, I'm laying it on its flat side, and then I'm doing that in half, and then I'm doing that in half. So it becomes a little wedge. Does that make sense? Yeah, wedge. Let me show you one more time. This half laid flat in half through the middle. Then I cut this half in half into a little wedge, like on an angle. And then this half in half on an angle. So it makes a little wedge. Yeah, does it have to be wedges? No, if you can't cut it into wedges, don't worry about it. Just try to cut them into relatively even sizes. You get more crispy corners if you do it in wedges, and that's the traditional way. So that's how I do it. But you do whatever you want. They're your potatoes. Salt. How salty? As salty as you want them. I'm gonna actually do a little more salt than that. I'm gonna do salt. I'm gonna do pepper. Pepper takes forever. I'll be back. I'm gonna do a smidge more salt with the Maldon because I want them to have nice salty flavor. Now, a sprinkle of oregano, because most Greek dishes have a nice sprinkling of oregano. How much? However much you want. That's what I mean about this dish is super flexible. More potatoes, more salt and pepper, more oregano. My current obsession and what I'm going to eat with these is this chicken breast I make with garlic and Dijon mustard. So I'm gonna put a teaspoon of Dijon mustard in here as well. I'm gonna use chicken bone broth, but you could just use like chicken stock if that's what you have, but this is what I keep in. And I'm just gonna put enough liquid to cover the bottom of the pan, not enough to cover the potatoes, just a little bit to soften them up. I just wanna show you what I mean. That's where we're at so far. So see, the liquid is just like a 1/2 inch up the bottom. I'm gonna add the juice of like, I don't know, a couple of lemons. I'm probably gonna do 2 lemons. In case you can't see, I'm using my little antique juicer. This is like my favorite thing. I buy these like seedless lemons just so that I can use my juicer because I love it so much. It's glass and pretty, and it like literally leaves nothing behind. So I'm gonna start with like probably 2 lemons or a lemon and a half of juice. You can always squeeze some fresh lemon over them when they're done if you want them more lemony. But you can't really take the lemon away if you put too much. So start with, this was 1 lemon. I'll probably do 2 or 1.5. Add the lemon juice. Don't worry, we're gonna stir all of this together when we're done. So we have our lemon juice, Dijon, salt, pepper, oregano, chicken bone broth. Then we're gonna add some olive oil. This one's empty, need to get a fresh. Don't worry, I keep my 𝐼𝐸𝐺 in stock. So let's do just a nice drizzle of olive oil over the top. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees, I guess, before you start this. And we're just gonna give everything a really good stir So it's all mixed around and combined, our mustard and our oil and our lemon juice and everything. Then we're gonna put this in a 400-degree oven for like an hour to an hour and a half. It depends. Every potato is different. So start with an hour and then start poking them and checking to see if they're done, and then checking to see if you want like little crispy bits on the edges. I might sometimes throw on the broiler for 5 minutes at the end just to kind of crisp up the little like points that are sticking out, because that's yummy. So 400-degree oven for an hour to start, and then we'll see. Just wanted to show you how beautiful it looks before I put it in. Gorge. Okay, here they are out of the oven. I did an hour, and then I just did 5 minutes under the broiler. Pan destroyed. Just kidding, it'll wash off. They look delicious. We gotta let them cool for a second before we taste. See, all the liquid gets absorbed up into the potatoes, the chicken, bone broth, the lemon, the seasonings. You can see they're smoking hot. Okay. I have no patience. I can literally see the smoke coming off. Absolutely delicious. Very different than any other potato you may have had. Like, the sensation and the flavor is very different. They're still firm, but they're soft. They have a really bright lemony, and then you get like a little bit of the spiciness from the pepper and the salt. If you like them super lemony, you can always drizzle more lemon over top. They're just delicious. They go good on the side with everything, but particularly with a roast chicken. I love you guys. Hope you're having a great day.